So I'm going to start off here by just discussing some of the couple options, ways to get this model in front of the homeowner. So the first option, and this is the option that most recently I was familiar with as being in a two-call close environment. So the appointment would come in, the lead was generated, and that appointment was scheduled on my calendar. I went out to that first appointment. I took the photos of the home. I met with the homeowner. I told them about myself, the company, the products we used, found out what they were looking to have done, any questions they might have had, and set up a follow-up appointment where we could sit down and go over price and specifics with regard to what they're looking to have done. In the meantime, I would show them the different 3D models that I already had on my phone from jobs I'd already captured, to let them know that to be expecting this 3D model of their home and some of the different things they could do with it. This really engaged them and kind of put blinders on them to where they were only focused on what I was giving them. They weren't worried about going out and getting another estimate. They were really hooked in on this engagement. So then once I got my measurements and 3D model back, I shared the 3D model with the homeowner and allowed them to start playing around with this. Then I showed up, and essentially it was almost like I was taking an order. They had already decided on the new roof that they liked. Actually, one time I sent this to a homeowner. Her and her husband picked out a Camelot 2 shingle, never presented price on a timberline. They saw what they liked. They didn't have any idea on the pricing, but they knew it was a designer collection. So I guess they had some kind of idea that it was not a run-of-the-mill shingle. And they wanted to stand out from the rest of their neighbors. So when I showed up, I never had to present price on a timberline, and essentially took the order from them. So those are some benefits that you'll see by sharing this 3D model. To share the 3D model, if you go in online and log in, the share button will be down there on the bottom right corner. When you click that, you can enter in the homeowner's email address and type them a message. My preferred method was when the job was ready, it popped up the notification on my phone. I'd open up the 3D model. On the bottom left corner there is a share button. By clicking on that, you can send this via a text message or an email. After having met with the homeowner, I generally had a good idea whether it was somebody that I could text this to or maybe somebody that I wanted to email this to. But either way, it sends them a link and it opens up in a web page, and they're able to play around with this 3D model. I'll tell you now, this 3D model that they get to play with has access to no measurements, just design ability. So we don't give them any measurements. They just have the ability to change material on their home, start looking at different designs and colors, styles, manufacturers, and start getting an idea of what they want to put on their home. Option 2 works well in a one-call close environment. So this is where maybe you have a canvasser and they're generating leads, or maybe you're in a remote area where you don't want to drive an hour and a half to that home. You want to drive there one time and hopefully sign a contract, not 2 appointments. So with this, you're able to invite the homeowner to capture the job. I've also seen this work at home shows. There's a contractor that I met with that will, at the home show, he'll have his desktop up, the hover platform, and click invite homeowner, sends the homeowner the information. The homeowner is then, when they get home, they're able to take pictures of their home. The contractor gets back all the measurements in the 3D model. They're able to generate an estimate. And then when the sales rep goes out to meet with that homeowner, they're ready to close the deal right there. Now, I'm going to take a step back. When I talk about inviting the homeowner to capture the job, it's really important that you understand that what you're doing here is giving the homeowner the ability to get a 3D model of their exact house with the exact material that's on it, so that they can begin to customize it, change out material, see what different color options look like. This is a very unique buying experience that you as a Hover user gets to give to your customer. This isn't something that everybody has access to or is going to do, but you, being on the Hover platform, are able to invite the homeowner to capture their home and build a 3D model of it. And like I said before, they don't get any measurements. They just get the ability to do the design features. So I've met resistance sometimes when I meet with contractors. Some of them are like, yeah, this is great. We're going to invite the homeowner. Others are like, well, I don't want to make the homeowner go out there and take pictures for me so that I can make an estimate. That's the wrong way to look at this. A benefit of the homeowner capturing their home and getting a 3D model of it is that you get the measurements so that you're able to prepare a quote ahead of time. But really what you want to do is say this in a manner that you're inviting that homeowner to capture the job, to build a 3D model of their house, right? So it's important how you position that. At least I think so. We've developed some good marketing material around that. I'll show you that here in a minute. But so essentially, when you invite the homeowner, they capture their job. They get a 3D model back of it to change materials. You get back all the measurements, the PDF, so everything that you're prepared for that first appointment to present price and hopefully sign a contract. The workflow on this, typically you'd be clicking on on-site capture if you're at the home. With this, you'd click remote lead. You'd enter in the homeowner's name, phone number, email, their address, and then you set the parameters, whether you want a roof only or a complete, and that it's a single family residential. And again, you could do this from the desktop as well. So if you've got a call center, or if you've got maybe an office manager that answers the phone and takes the lead information, you're able to click invite lead, or I should say the person who answers the phone is able to click invite lead, enter in that information, invite the homeowner. The administrator can then assign that job to an individual user. So this is great if you have a call center. It's great if somebody's answering the phones, capturing that initial lead coming in. This is a great way to keep that homeowner engaged in this entire process. You'll find that when you start doing this, the homeowner puts blinders on and they're really honed in on you, because this is something that is so unique to your company. And again, like I said, our marketing team has done a great job of enabling us and you as a contractor with material to help being proficient in how you word this, that you're inviting the homeowner, that this is a benefit for the homeowner, right? They're getting a 3D model they can customize. Then there's videos on there that can help with a homeowner if they're struggling with, what pictures do I take, or, that kind of thing. There's a video for that. And then we also have handouts that we can give to you that you're able to then give to the homeowner. So if any of this material is something that you want, reach out to us and we'll be sure to get this stuff to you.